Hey guys, what is up and welcome to another episode of Brew and Build. Today, I have quite a lot to talk to you about. Last episode, we worked and finished on this, got the interior done, and as you can see, there might be a few texture changes, but that's what we're going to talk about. This is one obvious one, but we'll get to that in a moment. So we finished this guy off. And now what I'm doing, I cleared out all of the farm, or at least most of it, and this, I have decided, is going to be kind of a creeky marshland area. And so it's going to be very much like this. And so one of the reasons why I got into texture changes is because of this right here. This is soul sand. So, yeah, I mean, you can tell I sink in when I get in it. And the reason being is a lot of people use soul sand for marshy lands and stuff, and it's kind of swampy feeling areas. And I personally, I'm never going to use it for anything else. I do not see why I would use it for anything else. In my opinion, isn't a very good texture to begin with. And I mean, I get it. It's soul sand. It's got souls and stuff in it. And this texture, even when used, I personally made it, and I made it so that if used separately, like in this sort of scenario where it's not used in large clumps, it doesn't look like soul sand. But when you go into the nether, it has a very swirly effect, and so it kind of still has that soul feel to it. So it's not totally straying away. I did change the colors to being more of a usable brown, but I think it works really well. And so that's what I have been doing for quite a long time, all day yesterday, and I want to say most of the day the other day. I've been working on texture pack changes, and that has been super fun. I've really been enjoying my time doing that. Well, that's a path block. But you're not gonna watch me just change all of this over to this sort of variation. That'd be boring. So what I'm gonna do, let's hop on over to my creative test world, because I've changed quite a bit of textures already, and I'll get more into that explanation as to why and in the creative test world. So I'll see you guys over there, and hopefully can get this kind of marshy stuff done. Also, we got Depth Strider 3 on our boots, so that's fantastic. So we can be booking it. Also went and got a mending book and put it on our axe here, and so that's really good. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna continue working on this and try and get this all fleshed out, and I will see you over in the creative world to check out the texture changes. Alright guys, so welcome to the creative world. If you haven't seen this yet or anything, been a part of this series at all, welcome to our creative world. I call it Brew Labs. And so this is the texture wall we checked out when I was showing off the Bdubs texture pack that we were using. And it served its purpose and stuff, and so I'm going to keep it there. But I've started a new one. And I mean, it really didn't serve, kind of silly for me to start a new one. But I wanted to start a new one because it shows it in a much larger format. So this is still in Bdubs texture pack. And so I think you will be able to easily tell some of the changes that I've made. Because Minecraft is going through these new phases and stuff, with the new textures and such, they're going to be changing all sorts of things, and I want to be able to kind of emulate that and be able to still have like Minecraft, like the wood textures I probably won't change, the wood plank textures, but I've included a good amount of the new textures for Minecraft, what it's going to be or what they're working with now. And I mean, I think they'll change and I'll alter them as we go. But what's the reason as to why we're giving up on Bdubs texture pack. Well, I shouldn't say giving up. We're still going to use his texture pack. But we're going to try and kind of phase it out, if you will. Or we may just cut it out completely, and I don't know. I can't decide yet. But so why are we doing that? I figured, you know, if I'm going to have my own channel and if I'm going to have this Minecraft world and we're going to be going through it together, then we should have our own texture pack. I don't need somebody else. I mean, I'm a graphic design student. I should be able to handle creating a texture pack, and it's actually been really fun. And so that's one reason why, is because I guess I personally wanted to. I want to make it a challenge for myself. And I think it'll be really good for it'll give me something a little bit to be inspired by. Like when I look at my world and look at the builds we've made, I'll be able to say, you know, I created this build, but I also created that texture, and I think it looks really good. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a self-motivator, and it's also it's just been really fun. So let's jump right in. So textures I have not changed. Have not changed the stone brick at all. And what else? Note blocks haven't changed. And granite, smooth granite haven't changed. But cobblestone I have changed a good amount. And I think it looks good. I think there's still some tweaking. I mean, obviously this one is a little dark right here and doesn't blend as well, so still tweaking a little bit, but overall I think it's good. It's got, I want to say 3 or 4 variations. 1, 2, 3. I want to say there's 4 and 4. Yeah, so there's 4 variations, and one of those, this one, is actually the new andesite that they've got. I've just grayscaled it and made it work better because I don't really like the andesite, or well, I shouldn't say that. I don't like the andesite working with stone, and so I decided instead of changing the andesite colors and such, I'll change the cobblestone and give it an andesite texture like that, and we can keep andesite the way it is and make it a unique block. Some big changes that I've made. Smooth, or not smooth, this is just regular diorite, and it's a big move. it's a pretty big move. I think I'm gonna make this one the most common, and then this one will be the probably, or this one should be the least common. It's pretty all over the place, and I'm still tweaking all of these, but I wanted it to be a little different. It doesn't look like bird poop, but it still has that diorite feel. And so I think it's good. I mean, I tested a little bit here trying to build it, and I think it looks pretty good, especially when paired with its counterpart, the smooth diorite, which I decided we still have some of Bdubs' textures. I think I may have flipped the bricks upside down. I don't remember. But I kept some of his textures, but I also went off of them and made more variations in them, so the bricks have a little bit more detail. And so the diorite is more, the smooth diorite is more brick oriented, like this type of brick oriented. And then this, I think, see, you can probably tell the ones that I've tried to mess with. I've messed with this one and this one, and then the rest are from Bdubs' texture pack, and they're getting there. They are getting there. The issue is that these are much larger stones than these, and so it's causing it to be like really distinct, but it's okay. It's getting there. These kind of look like weird kidneys, but we'll deal with it. This one we may end up just keeping Bdubs' textures because I've already built in on a server world with these textures, and they just work wonderfully, so it's kind of hard for me to want to part with them. But but we may try and do something more like this and less cobblestoney. I don't know. So yeah, stone has a lot more variation to it. So this is regular stone. I made a lighter version, a more yellowed version. Actually, this one's a Bdubs one. This is a yellow version, and then I made this, which is kind of like a dirtier stone. It doesn't appear as often, but it's like a dirtier stone, and then this is a dirtier yellow stone, and so it just gives it a very good variation, and so it's not just all one. Um, Moving on up, soul sand. See, you can tell, you can see the swirliness in it now, and I think that's really good. I think it's turned out very nice, and I really like it, and it works well as mud as well. Like down here is, I think it looks really good with mud, as mud. So yeah, I think it looks very, the soul sand I really like. Mossy cobblestone is one of these cobblestones, but mossified, and I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty good. Blends in pretty well with the cobblestone walls. Gravel. These guys I haven't touched yet. This is a big one. Trap doors. So what we've built so far has been made using a spruce trapdoor. And the reason why I've gone ahead and changed this to a oak one is because it's going to be oak. There's going to be an oak trapdoor. There's going to be a spruce trapdoor. Like, they're going to be there. And so I wanted to give that texture a chance, and we can work with it like that, and eventually we'll be able to work with spruce trapdoors once 1.13 rolls out. At least I think it's in 1.13. And then I think we're going to keep all of Bdubs' wood planks, mainly because if I were to change wood planks, I would literally change them to exactly the same. The only two that I've actually altered are these two. I just made this a much whiter, more cream-based color, and I made this one I took the old jungle wood texture and put it on there and gave variations to it. There's nothing I would ever change about these. Like, if I were to change the plank texture, original plank textures, I would change it to this. So I don't see the point in taking something and recreating it to basically the exact same thing if this is plenty good for me. They look good when you build, and like, we've already tested that. Haven't touched any sandstone or anything like that. Oak logs. Get out of here. Rain. Oak logs, and all logs. I currently am using the new textures, minus the birch. I'm using the new textures, and I think they look really good. They're going to take a little bit of getting used to. I should warn you, these are not new textures. I created these two. These few are inspired from Good Times with Scar. His texture pack gives him a little bit rounder feel, and I think that's really good. It really is immersive when you can see it in a tree, especially. And so yeah, these textures, I think they're just gonna take some time to get used to. They're much harsher. One thing I did change is I added a dark border on either side, just to round it out a bit. But yeah, so these are going to take a little bit of getting used to, but that's okay. And the birch. I changed the birch because I really hate those black lines. It's not really realistic. I mean, I know some, I guess really large birch trees have that. But if you look here, this still looks like a birch tree. And I'm going to make this not so speckly one the least common and like super rare. And so yeah, and these are all the new leaf textures. They're gonna be this is just the new leaf textures and the new glowstone. And so yeah, I think that those are the textures I've really tackled currently, and I don't believe there's much anything else. I've changed this back. I'm gonna change it to suit what I want it to be. Um, and yeah, so this trap door is the texture that I used was actually the new wood planks, new oak wood planks, and then altered it. Took colors from it and altered it, and I think we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep planks like this, and then the door, oak door, and trap door, I think I'm gonna keep as this style, and I think they look really good as buckets. I can't decide if I like the little latch thing, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. It works for now at least. And so yeah, I believe that's all the textures I've really worked on. Um, so yeah, if you're looking at this and you think they look good, or you've got some suggestions or anything, just feel free leave a comment. Let me know. I'd love to. I'm going to be working on this like as we go and as we need them. But I really want to take a stab at it and really get my hands dirty on it. And so yeah. Oh, I changed bricks. They're not good. We're gonna ignore this. Ignore these bricks. They're really bad. So I guess the one thing that I should show you in this is the wall design that I think we're going to go with for the Hobbit area. The it's kind of a really old, beat up sort of little building. Well, it's like an old, beat up wall. It's not very tough. It's hollow on the inside. It's just held together by fences, and I think it's really good. It's not meant for massive protection, and I think this is a really unique way of let me in. Getting to walk around is on trapdoors and trapdoors above you. I think that's really fun. So yeah, this is the wall design that we're going with. Just did one side, and then it'll be like marshy around it and stuff, and so I think that's really good. And these are the new vine textures that the Minecraft creators are coming out with. So yeah, guys, I think that is gonna be it for this little tour. And I will obviously keep you updated and show you more as to what I am doing with the texture pack and all that. But yeah, let's hop on over and see the work that I have done, and I think that'll do it for this episode. Alright guys, so we are back, and look at what we have done. This is now basically complete. I ran out of coarse dirt and need to put some more coarse dirt down in that area, but I think it looks really good. It's really swampy feeling. I went and added some tall grass and such. The grass really helped. I mean, it wasn't looking truly great until I put the grass in. It's just so much better with overgrownness. And I mean, we have so many bones from our little bone farm, skeleton farm, and so bone meal not a problem. And yeah, I put some of these sugar canes and stuff around just because they'll grow tall and get some verticality going as well. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, there's no coarse dirt over here because this is kind of the line. Ran out of it around here. So I'll go back and I'll make some coarse dirt and put some in here just to give it a little bit of that texture going on. And if you guys have any ideas as to what to put underneath, I would put soul sand because it would look so good. Issue is though they'll make bubble columns, and so I don't really want a bubbly marsh. I don't think that'll look good. It'll look like a carbonated swamp, and that'd be looking weird. So if you guys have any ideas or can think of anything, please feel free to let me know. I would love to hear them, and I will continue working on this, get some coarse dirt going, maybe work on a few of the houses over there and such, and swap out some of the wood. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this episode, and I think it's good. I'm gonna continue working with textures and stuff, try and get it out and such. And sadly, this episode may actually have to come out late now that I think about it. That was not what I wanted. Oh, we have 14 coarse dirt. Absolutely amazing. I literally just wanted to do that. game. Why can't you make insta mining not a thing sometimes? That's okay. But I have no idea what I was gonna say. I'll work on the texture pack and stuff a little bit more. This video may be a little late, or maybe a full day late, just because I can't climb up there, and I just haven't had time. The internet speeds at my house are horrendous, and I'm going back to school come tomorrow morning, and so I just may not be able to upload because it takes a while here. Actually, it takes forever here. So yeah, that'll be interesting, but we'll see. I'll try and get it out to you guys. If not, just stay posted on Twitter. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, feel free. I'd love to have a few followers and such. That'd be great. And yeah, so we'll go over this wool and stuff in the next episode and talk about some plans, because I've got quite a few plans of brewing here. Brewing because I'm Pixel Brew. But anyways, enough with the puns. So yeah, look at that wood. That wood is just so good. I just love the roundness. Okay, enough distractions. I'll see you guys later, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.